Hi, and welcome back to All Things Pop Pop. Today I will be reviewing the season 3 finale of Arrow. Now, in my opinion, this has been the weakest season we've had so far, and it only has started to pick up towards the end. Now, the only thing I really had that I was looking forward to in the season finale was the crossover between Flash and Arrow, and I kind of got what I wanted, except I didn't. Also, I watched the finale having read what Stephen Amell had said about this kind of being more than the season finale. It could potentially even be seen as a series finale in that it wraps everything up. And I have to completely agree with that because watching this episode, when I got to the end, I was honestly confused because usually what they've done and what every show tends to do is towards the finale you leave even just a little bit of a cliffhanger so that then the viewer can anticipate the next season, and that really isn't the case for this finale. So I was really unsure as to how to feel about it. Ultimately, that confusion is pretty much how I feel about it. What the fuck? What's going on? So now I'm gonna go to the top what the fuck just happened moments. Okay, number one, Oliver and Nissa meet up with the rest of the crew so that he can kind of let them in on what he was trying to do the whole time. And then we have Felicity, this fucking bitch, just never seeing the bigger picture. And I really started this show loving Felicity, and I hate her. This whole season she's completely stupid and useless. And all she sees is Oliver. She only cares about Oliver. She doesn't see that there's other concerns outside of Oliver Queen. She starts having an argument with him for the stupidest reason. He explains that he was trying to sabotage that airplane so that he can kill Raish and, save the city from that Alpha Omega being released. And she's like, whoa, 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 whoa. But then how are you going to escape? Bitch, do you not listen to him? Like, he was trying to save everyone. And all you can think about is, but did you have a parachute? Could you have escaped? Who cares? You're not seeing the bigger picture. And then she's going to start crying about something that's completely at this point irrelevant. Because the point is we're trying to save everyone else. And yeah, so there's sacrifices to be made. And she's just so useless this season to me because of that. Because she's only seeing what Oliver's doing. Oh, Oliver would never do that. Oliver would never do this. Oliver's not like that. I still believe he's the same Oliver. Bitch, get a grip. Like, she's so obsessed with him, and I hate it. And I've never been an Felicity fan, so there you have it. Number two, Thea is in Roy's outfit. And I felt like that moment was so weird. She comes out of nowhere. And this is just shame on the episode, shame on the production. They should have noticed this. When they have Thea shoot an arrow to kind of save Diggle, she's standing behind the perp, and yet we see the arrows coming from his side. So silly. Dumb things like that really get me annoyed. And as soon as I saw her on screen, I was like, what? Why is she in this outfit? I mean, I know that Roy gave it to her and he's like, oh, I think red looks better on you. I get it. And I love Roy so much, so maybe that's why I'm annoyed that I'm seeing Thea rocking this suit. And I don't think it suits her well. First, I like Thea. It's not like I hate her. I hated her in the first season, but I slowly, grew to like her as she's become more formidable. She started training with Merlin, and she can fight on her own. Like, good for her. I just didn't like her in this outfit. It's like she's just borrowing her boyfriend's old clothes, and she hasn't really become the Speedy that I want her to be. I kind of wanted her to be Speedy alongside Roy. I wanted Speedy and Arsenal. I wanted them together. And I was hoping that they can, go off on their own and, fight their own crimes. I think that would be so much cooler. But, yeah, I guess she's going to just stick to being Arrow's new sidekick. I don't know what's in store for Thea because even at the end of the episode, we didn't really get an answer to that. It was just so bizarre to see her in the costume at the end of the season because it didn't even continue. We still didn't even get to see, what then happened afterwards. So she's going to take on the mantle, but then we don't even have a regular Arrow, so how can she's not going to be anyone's sidekick. Is she going to be doing this solo? Is she going to be doing this with Diggle? It's just so weird. They didn't answer any questions. They just, threw that in there, and then we're like, bam, we're out. Season finale, y'all. Number three, obviously, if I was hating on Thea in her costume, I have to hate on Felicity in hers. First of all, again, another moment where she's not thinking about the bigger picture. And even Ray is like, okay, one man versus the rest of the city. Bitch, calm down. You know what you have to do. And it's not to save him because there's a bigger picture here that she clearly doesn't get. So what she does is she suits up in his Adam suit and she saves Oliver. And I, again, was like, what the why? This is so weird. I feel like they just did these really weird, random things in this episode, and I don't understand why. Because none of it, again, they just threw these things on screen, and there was nothing else came out of it. Like, it was just like for fun. Here, you want Theo in a suit? There you go. You want Felicity in a suit? There you go. That moment was just so stupid to me. I don't understand why they put that in there. Anyone who thinks I'm being really harsh towards Felicity, it's only because I loved her character so much. Before, she had her own storyline, her own issues to deal with, and now she only revolves around Oliver, and that is really annoying. Number 4, Merlin is the new Rage. So finally, I'm so excited because this is actually a moment that was good. I think this is actually the only moment that I really liked in the whole episode because, first of all, we need a new Raish, and we know it can be Oliver. And so who would have been the next candidate? And I think this was the most obvious solution. I'm glad that it's Merlin because this suits him. It suits him perfectly. He's a man that he does well in power, and obviously he's now the head of the league, and good for him. And it's also a way to get the league off the crew's back. And the best part was when Nyssa kneeled. And I like Nyssa a lot, but that's the perfect way to show that Merlin's in control, he's the new Raish, and you must respect, okay? That was awesome. Probably my favorite moment of the episode. And then we go to the last moment, which is moment number 5, where I was like, what the fuck? But not in a good way. Oliver quits being the Arrow, and we see him drive out with Felicity into the sunset. And that's the end. And what the fuck were they thinking? This makes no sense to me. I don't like the season finale at all. I hate this moment especially because it just leaves us there. He abandoned his role as much as he abandoned his viewers. Like, I have no closure. This makes no sense. First of all, I hate him and Felicity together. But like he said, he can't be the Arrow and be with Felicity. He has to choose. And he chose wrong. He chose to leave with her. And that makes no sense because he then abandoned his friends, his city, everything. He abandoned everything for her. And is she worth it? No. I'm not saying she's not a good girl or whatever, but it's not even me hating on Felicity so much as him just, this is just a bad choice. Like, I don't understand why he would have this, so much struggle pretty much from the day one, getting back to his city and seeing what was going on. And then for him to just like give it up just like that makes no sense. Obviously, he's going to come back and take the mantle of the Green Arrow again. But what is going to call him back? What crisis would have to happen for him to say, whoa, the people need me? And then it would have the same story being told over and over again. Because once he becomes the Arrow again, he can't be with Felicity. So either way, this relationship is going to end, in a really bad way. And it's only a matter of time until it happens. So I don't know why they keep prolonging this. Like, can they be together? Will they be together? Now they're together. Nope, psych. They will not be together for long. Somebody's going to bring him back. And honestly, he needs to be with Black Canary. So that's just how I see it. So this season finale wasn't the best for me. Other season finales have been so much stronger. I still love season 1 finale so much more than season 2 and definitely season 3. But overall, am I going to keep watching Arrow? Of course I am. I'm invested in this show. And I do like a lot of the characters. I just don't understand this season finale. I don't get it. Because like Stephen Amell had said, this can be seen as a series finale. And that's pretty bad. I don't know why they decided to kind of close all these storylines and then didn't build anticipation for the next season. Because ultimately, that's what a season finale should be. You resolve all of the issues of that arc, but then you bring up a new problem so that then we can look forward to, or at least have a taste of what's going to happen in the next season. Sure, there's still a few issues that they didn't even touch upon. Ray kind of just exploded, and then that's it. We get nothing more. Because this season ended this way, I guess I have some theories that I just want to put out there. One is that Oliver, he's going to be called back from his trip after a few years, actually. I think that they might just leave him um, with Felicity and then just develop Black Canary. She's gonna get stronger. Diggle, it was hinted that he's gonna get his own costume possibly, and then obviously Thea, she has to grow into the Speedy character. The Atom, what happens to him? So we have a whole bunch of characters that need to evolve, and then Oliver, when he comes back, he's gonna be pretty much the same. And I don't know what they're planning on doing because they didn't even hint anything at us with the season finale, which they should have, and shame on them. But my theory is that a while's gonna pass until he finally comes back, and then he's gonna pick up the mantle again once everyone's kind of forgotten about the Arrow and they think he's dead anyways. And maybe he'll come back as the Green Arrow. Who knows? So I know a lot of things I may have said not everyone will agree with, and that's okay. That's fine. Not everyone's gonna enjoy everything, and we all have our own opinions, right? So do you agree with me? Do you think I'm crazy? It's alright. My feelings won't get hurt. So thank you again for watching, and any comments you may have, leave them in the comment section below. Thank you. Until next time.